Well, you go and rob a drug dealer, and some of them will just take that loss. Others will try to get that money back or try to get revenge. So how often would they try to get that money back and try to come for you for that?
See, we ain't had social media. So, and again, like I told you, we ain't do drive-bys. And they look at everything that's so hard for real. When I say I'm saying what was going on then that people don't know now. You know, they were finding people in dumpsters in Baton Rouge, in ditches. You know, so hey, if they took something from you and you still was living, they left you living, you left alone. It's simple as that. Why go and bother? And then you know who it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, did you ever get shot during any of these robberies or the retaliations from the robberies?
No, I ain't never got shot at. But by the police.
Never got shot at?
No,
okay.
not the police that shot at me. That's only the police that shot at me.
So none of the street guys that you were ripping off ever came back to try to shoot you?
No. And that's one guy that shot at me, and it wasn't even about me. You feel me? It was, so that's why I'm saying, because I didn't rip him off. That's why I'm saying ain't nobody that I ripped off never came back and did me that. I wouldn't have came back and did me that. You know, if you wasn't just gonna kill me, a lot of it wasn't about doing all that. So, but, you know, I had a guy pull up on side me though, true story. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm in my Mustang. I had a cold-blooded one day, and then we be debating about this here. Boosie nobody, you know, he talk about Terry Boy. Yeah, Terry Boy had that Mustang. When he got that Mustang, he lost his mind. But listen, I had a teal green Mustang. I'm talking about, it was out this world. Way 4 minutes to the side of all that. But guy pull up on side me these dudes pull on side me in a 300. And I'm listening to my music, it's jamming. I got my head shaking and I'm jamming. And suddenly I look aside and they got a chopper out the one of them. So I hit the accelerator, you know. But I got a Beretta sitting on my lap. And I got that Beretta, I got a 19 round clip in it. You know, that was something back then. You know what I'm saying? I got a Calico sitting on my seat. That's how I was riding, you know. And when I'm riding, but I got 14-inch Vogues and Daytons on here, and the gold Daytons, and so I'm hitting the streets in it, and I can't go too fast when I turn the corner. Listen, dude started hitting it with that chopper, knocked the steering wheel off it. I went straight in somebody's front house or in the yard and went straight through the front porch. Yeah, I just jumped out the car and ran out the back door and kept on going. I ain't even go see who it was. But I knew who it was, but that was about a plug that me and this dude got, you know, we meet up at the same spot. But every time he come back, it happened 2 times, he got jacked by his spot. But he thought it was me. And it really wasn't me. I know who was doing it, but it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? His old lady was messing with somebody else, you know, and they was sitting in there getting it. But he thought it was me, though. And yeah, you know, they really tried to get at me, though. You know, he thought that's the only, but other than what I did personally, nah, ain't nobody never tried to do me that. I thank God. I guess it was his, you know, all a part of his plan.
What was the most number of kilos you ever got at one time?
150.
150 kilos. And how much were kilos going for wholesale back then?
18, 19, 20, see, right up in that, they always fluctuate around that, 18, 19, 20.
All right, so if we just do the math, hold on a second.
No, that wasn't just me,
kilos.
though. That wasn't just me. So you can't just say all that I had all that money, because it was a couple of us on that leg.
Right, well, that's a $3 million pickup, essentially. Was there ever a situation where you got robbed, where you sent some kilos over, you were supposed to pick some up and something went wrong and the money or the drugs disappeared?
No. See, that's why I say, Vlad, people be having Baton Rouge messed up. You hear me? If you come to Baton Rouge back in my time, in my generation, I always say that, and you try to put on something, no, you ain't leaving here. You bring that type of drug, you not leaving here, them drugs not leaving here, point blank. That's what Baton Rouge was on. Then, you know, and that's, you know, so no, ain't nobody gonna take nothing, wasn't gonna take nothing from me. You know, because I ain't finna give you nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything was with me was in the hood. Everything. You know, everybody had everything that you needed in the hood. You know, when I was out there and I was getting money. And, you know, and that's go from the South, you know what I mean, the Circle K Strip, Dixie, Mayfair, Glen Oaks, Park, Easy Town, Zion City, Bank. Everybody was getting money and guaranteed everybody had somebody that was dealing with Flav.